All right. It says I'm live. I'm going to flip over here and refresh my YouTube. Oop, didn't have it muted. I hope y'all didn't get any feedback on that, but I just now muted it. Let's see. Live chat. I see 2 other thumbs up, so thanks for that, guys. And if you're here, just say hello. Hey, Casey. We didn't hear anything good, so that slip up. It went smooth. Let's see. I do need to adjust this. Look at me. It's like being a newbie all over again when you don't do this on a regular basis. But I went thrifting today. I had to go pick up some other supplies for some of the stuff that I'm crafting. Plus, I'm always constantly checking my thrift stores for things that I might be able to use or things I might list. Jewelry that I can dig through and look through and see if I'm going to craft with it or if I'm going to list it. So I'm sure nobody got a notification like normal because it went so, I just set it up and boom, jumped on. But I do see that I got 4 thumbs up now and 3 people watching. So hello to whoever's out there besides Casey. I found this cute little, I think it's just glass. It's not crystal. It's a little perfume bottle though, but it was missing the stopper. So I'm going to try to see if I can find, a replacement stopper for it. But I collect these little perfume bottles. I have them on my mantle over there as decoration. Hey, Cindy. I found this little, I guess that's like a place card or some kind of card holder, but you know how I am about teddy bears, and she was so cute. I think I'm just going to put little notes to myself or whatever and just set this over here somewhere on my desk. I pick up teddy bear stuff all the time. I found some cute little baby plate. What was it? It's the plate and the mug and something else that has Mama and Papa Bear, and it's vintage, I think from like the 80s, and I forget who made it. It does have a brand on it. Hi, Jude. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, or stick business cards on there, but probably like reminding me to do stuff. So I got to clear this up a little bit, and then I'll have a place for all of that. I did hit Joann's. I went to Salvation Army, and I had to go to Walmart because I had to have some things from Walmart. Walmart is a chaotic mess right now. It's awful how they can have, I told him, I said, out of 20 registers, there was only like 4 open, and the rest of it was, check your own stuff out or whatever. And then just 1,000 of people standing there waiting. All right, so let's get to it. For people that like crafts, and y'all know we have those craft sales that we usually do once a month. I picked up some Cricut foil paper for my Cricut machine, so if I want to do something with it, I don't even use it that much. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even use it that much, but when I see things like this that I can do things for, like future projects that I might want to do, I can't help myself. And these are like clear plasticky sheets with like holographic glitter and stuff like that in them. So, and it looks like you can make like bows. That's one thing. I always go on Cricut Design Center from time to time and see, what's out there, ideas, and then a Pinterest ideas. There's some stars in here, and I like stars. But also I was thinking, these could probably be folded up for like little gift boxes and stuff like that. So $9.97, and then it was like, I think 50% off of that. So I got those. Okay, nobody else was in the chat saying anything. Let's see what else. Found me some more Cuddle Bug Cricut die cuts. These I use when I do like thin sheet of metal, and I cut and stamp out some of these designs and then may wire wrap things on them, or like with these sun charms and wind charms and things, something like this right here would be a good, like what I call the dongle piece that hangs down at the bottom. I've got a clover in here, so I could do something cool with a clover shape. Some of these I probably would never use, so what I'll do is I'll open up the pack, keep the ones that I think that I can make jewelry or some of the crafts that I do with, and the rest of them I'll probably put into a little bag, and they'll be available in the craft sale. I did not pay $13.97 for these. They were actually, if you are still finding these in your Joann's, they're out of their system. They've stopped selling Cuddle Bug stuff for the longest time, but I think during the coronavirus and when they were shut down, they've probably been able to go in the back room and dig out some things that should have been clearanced out and sold a long time ago. And so these aren't even ringing up in their system, but they're way cheaper than whatever they're marked. So if you're into those kind of things, you can look out for those. I'm going to throw that over there so I can put it in with the rest of them. This is what I do. I end up with like receipts like this, especially when I find clearance. I found a bunch of these, was it Place and Time Summer Paper Crafting 2-piece 16 sheets each. They're sticky notes, but they're cute. Like, I like these. I got some of these because it has the bear on there. So little sticky notes that you can stick on your calendar or in your junk journals and those kind of things that you do. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, JJ. Here's one that's real cute. It had like a little car and trees, and it's got this little pad at the bottom like that. There's the summer one. It says relax, and then you got some girls on the beach. These will be available in our next craft sale. This one, you got a circular one. Oh, and you got the flamingos. And I know everybody's always liking the flamingo stuff when I find the flamingo stuff. Chocolate gravy. Yeah, scrapbook. Sorry, was printing postage and I'm eating supper. It's a chocolate gravy. Oh, yeah. She was the first person that ever introduced me to the concept of chocolate gravy. I had no idea. It sounds like something really good for dessert for sure. And then there's some of these that I thought would be cool. They're the same as those, but they have the states and the little flag. I thought those would be cool if you're doing something that has to do with like maybe travel and stuff. So I've got those. I had to pick me up a little paint, 97 cents for some of the folk art paint, which is really good. So I got that. How's everybody else doing today? What are y'all up to? I'm going to set these over to the side. I'm surprised you haven't heard her talk about the chocolate gravy before. She has mentioned it. We're going to save that jewelry jar and the loose jewelry for last. Yeah. Buttered biscuits. Oh, yeah. Let me grab these. These were at Salvation Army. For people that like milk glass. These are milk glass, but they have a beautiful purple and pink floral design on them. They're oven proof, made by Dynasty, made in Korea. So I'm pretty certain that these are from the 80s. And they're oven proof glassware, it says. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the saucers. That's what the back of them look like. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the bowls. Like little shallow bowls. And then there was one platter, which was the prettiest to me, was the platter. And I had wished that they had the dinner plates and the cups and all that kind of stuff, but they didn't. There was the platter. And it even has like that textured, kind of like how Fire King and stuff would have on it. But yeah, Dynasty glassware. So I haven't even looked that up yet, but I was just in love with the flowers and the colors and the fact that it was milk glass. Hi, Jenny. Yeah, they're real pretty. And that little pattern here too in the little areas, but yeah, it's in a nice periwinkle purple, and like, I don't even know what to call that beautiful peachy pink color. But they're pretty. These are going to be listed or available when I start doing Facebook auctions again. I think the Facebook auctions start coming up sooner, like towards the fall and stuff, when there's less for me to be running around outside doing. Put those down without dropping them. Let's see. Oh, I found a pretty Christmas ornament for 99 cents. I was like, yeah, that'll go on my Christmas tree. And it actually has the box to protect it too. It was new with tags. Chase International, 1999. Inside art, blown glass ornament, hand painted on the inside. Then it has, you know, a whole spiel about the artist or the company. But, yeah, it's Jesus and Mary. And then it has like a beautiful cherry blossom tree on that side. And it has that iridescence to it. So for 99 cents, yeah, I was like, that's going on my Christmas tree. Yeah, they look real good. And I like when I can find the ornaments with the protective boxes for them. What else is over here? Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. I may possibly, like, paint this and distress it or something. It's got some gunk on the, like, something spilled on it on the glass, but I got to clean that up. But the little hanging, like, I don't know. I kind of call them, like, Moroccan lanterns, but I'm not sure if that would be the correct descriptive word for them. Little tea light powered. I'm throwing that away. It looks old. Thanks, Kathleen. This wasn't but $1.99. So, yeah, I'm going to do something with that. And that one's probably going to go hanging out there somewhere in the front or in my gazebo or something like that. Hey, tell Mama I found like a generic little dream catcher. I thought I can add to it and embellish it and make it cuter for $1.99. That's not bad. It says Legend of the Dream Catcher on the back. Tells you a little bit. Native Americans of the Great Plains believe the air is filled with both good and bad dreams. According to the legend, the good dreams pass through the center hole to the sleeping person, but the bad dreams are trapped in the web where they perish in the light of dawn. Historically, dream catchers were hung in the teepee or lodge and on a baby's cradle board. That's what it says. I know. That is the most interesting thing that she does, and that is what I really would love for her to teach me and Haley how to do. And it's like real feathers on there and stuff too. So yeah, that'll be fun to embellish that with some stones and stuff and jazz it up a little bit. Found me a large hanging basket for $1.99. And if you go to if you're like me and you're going to the hardware store or the nurseries and looking for things like this, you can get some cheapy ones at the dollar store, but this one's a real nice one. So I got that one. I found me a teddy bear bench from some of my little teddy bears to sit on with a little teapot. And it's painted in like a maroon and kind of a green color. So I got on a little bench to sit on. What else is over here besides jewelry and beads? Oh, another plate hanger over there. I just put one up in my kitchen the other day. This one, Casey, I wanted to show it to you because look at this. Now, I already have like a little stand that I put my cookbook on. But this is a nice big stand. I'm assuming somebody would have something like this for maybe their Bible. And it has these weighted balls to keep the pages held down on each side. And then it even has space on the back to store some more books or whatever. And I got this for $3. I was like, this is cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I'm not shipping this. I'm not shipping it. It'll either be sold locally at one of the fairs or flea markets or whatever, or I'll find a use for it somewhere around here. You hate weighted balls to the corner, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. Oh my goodness. That's your new favorite phrase, Casey. And no, I won't read that out loud. All right, for the fun part, let's see. Let's see what's in the bag of individual stuff I picked out. Okay, this one was new unused, and it comes with the little pads. It's for the essential oils. I have yet to try one of these, so I may just try that out for myself. And if I don't feel that I get the scents from it enough, then I may just pass it on and sell it. But I hadn't tried those, and I wanted to try. This was marked as sterling for $4. Hi, Lena. Thanks for joining us. Sterling silver ring. It has little charms hanging off of it, like that really beautiful glass bead that has flowers and stuff. And then it has this little swirly part there, and then it has another glass bead that is in a blue. I'm going to test that, make sure it's not a gemstone bead, but it may not be. It may just be a glass bead. And I wanted to see once I got it home if there was any markings on the inside of it, but I haven't found these little charm rings like this very often, so I don't know much about them. Let's see, where's my loop? With Betty White and Rue McCallahan in it. Oh, hey, Kathleen from This and That. How are you? Let's see. Need some better lighting, probably. And it's severely tarnished, but what does that say? Not there yet. And then it's upside down. When I can get it to focus, it's upside down. Really? I have never struggled. It's these charms. They're like dangling in front of where I need to be looking. It totally says something, and it is, and I don't believe it says sterling. I believe it says who made it. And I'm trying to. Oh no, I'm a liar. It says sterling. It's just stamped sterling on the inside. I gotta test it, but they had it already written on there that it was sterling. So yeah, I don't see any other marks besides where it says sterling on there, but let's see. It has to be at least a size. Has to be at least a size 7. As far down as it goes on my hands. This one, this is a stretchy. I like the Moon Glow lucite on those, and I like the glass beads. So this one's going to what I call the chop shop, and I'm going to take the beads off of it. This one is kind of a southwestern style with the leather cording, double leather cording, lariat, I guess, style necklace. And this looks like, yeah, you can slide this up and down and adjust it. It does have glass beads and freshwater pearls on there. So I thought that was real pretty. And it does have also a lobster claw adjustable closure, so it's not just a slip over your head. Oh, I found me a Christmas brooch. She went to that hobby store with a lady's name and a Salvation Army. This one says Hallmark cards, which I've got like a Barbie one from Hallmark cards. I've got some other ones, but I got me a Christmas brooch with a little teddy bear. She's cute. So that one will just stay in my collection. Yeah, I went to Salvation Army. I went to Joann's for some more craft supplies, and then I had to go to Walmart, which was awful. These I picked up because I'm going to craft with those, the mirrors and stuff that I'm making. And if anybody has seen them and would like one, they're only $15. And with shipping, they ship for 20, you know, 20 in total, the shipping, and 15 for the mirrors. They're just pewter like flowers and stuff. Yeah. So I'm just going to take them off the little wine charm things and use those. That's what those are for. And Cindy, what's these? Are they called? What are they called? I know it's the name of a cookie or something. They snap into to these something snap. I found 2 bracelets. Ginger snaps. Isn't that it? Ginger snaps. So you've got the British like flag style, and then you have this floral design there. And so those snap out and you change them out, and they're toggle silver tone bracelets. Kind of chunky and weighty too. Those are. Yeah, ginger snaps. So I found 2 of those. I found a pendant, United States flag. This one is probably one of those alpaca silver with the amethyst. Okay. These, it's very tarnished, but with the amethyst chips and stuff, and looks like liquid silver, but it's not, and it has the barrel closure. Throughout the span that I've been selling jewelry, I have found so many different styles of these with different stones. Okay, well, then that one is not necessary. I don't see the word ginger snaps on it, but it's like that. But if you have those kind of charms, they would work, right? Oh, look, Jude. I found a leprechaun, a pewter leprechaun necklace. He doesn't have any signature on him. But I thought about that. That's why I picked him up, because I was like, Jude likes like St. Patrick's Day and that kind of stuff. But he's like pewter, and he's just on a regular silver tone chain with a spring ring. This one was for cutting the beads off of it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. And these are acrylic. These 2 are acrylic, but these are all howlite. So the howlite will be good to use for some of the stuff that I'm making. This one was real, vintage replica, romantic style. It has this, it's actually made out of ribbon, the rose, and then that little faux pearl, and then the little pearls up there. And it's got a lobster claw clasp. It's not signed or anything. The back looks like that. I don't think it was handmade necessarily, but it could have been. It just looks like it's, made to look vintage. And then this one, I don't know if it's sterling. I'm going to have to test the little cage here. This is either for essential oils or something, or either little gemstones that go in there. I've had the pendants before that the little gemstones go inside of. That could be sterling. I don't know. And then there's freshwater pearls. And it's a stretch that's kind of stretched out. So I'm probably going to take that one. Probably going to take that one apart for the pearls and the beads and everything. And probably sell that. Because that's really that's a pendant and not a charm, but it's on a bracelet. So those were the pieces that I picked up individually. And then all that's left is the jars. Now I got these jars pretty inexpensively. Anytime I ever get them from Salvation Army, they're never as costly as what I spend at Goodwill's, which forget that. I haven't seen a jar in Goodwill in forever. Now they're trying to say that because of the coronavirus, they can't even sell jewelry, which I know is bull, because a lot of them quit selling the jewelry before that even happened. So there's 2 of them. And just by looks, I'm going to bet that this jar is better than this jar. This one was $6.99 and this one was $7.99. And I see gemstone beads in this one already. So we'll save that one for last, but I'm betting that this one's not as good as the second one. Again, if y'all ever see anything that y'all like, just leave me a message below the video. Say something in the chat. Email me. Find me on Facebook. Send me a message. Unless I say I'm keeping it for myself, it is definitely for sale. So this was just a stretchy rhinestone, which you can cut those and I can do little borders on things, stuff like that with them. These are some glass pearls that are in disrepair, and those are going in the trash. Most of the coating is missing off of those. This is a little component. Looks like something used to dangle from it that way, but there is no bail, so I'm not certain. It has no brooch back, nothing on it, but that'll work for those hand mirrors because it's flat. I'm enjoying making those. Got 7 watching. Hey, everybody, if I missed anybody. These are very 80s wild. Oh, my goodness. And those are plastic, and there's a lot of, looks like probably makeup on them or something, but I like the design of it. That's pretty cool. Acrylic. It looks like it probably was a little girl's necklace or something. It's so small, but has a barrel closure on it, but those are just acrylic, so not much I even do with those. Somebody made one of those fabric wrapped with Christmas fabric. They're either marbles in here or probably some kind of glass beads. They've got quite a bit of weight to them. So let's do this. I'm going to cut it open so I can see what's in it, because I might actually like, if they're marbles or something like that, I might actually like it. Jay's Gadgets and More. Hi. How are you today? Yeah. What in the world? They're so dark. They're black. That's a black marble is what that is. And I caged some of those with wire and dangled those off of my sun charms and wind chimes. Yeah, they're all like glass black marbles in there. So I'll keep the marbles out of it, but fabric's going in the trash. We have a Geneva watch that doesn't work. Oh my goodness. Look at Santa. El Sochus, made in 1999. Some kind of, look at that. He's weird, but he's cool. I'm guessing some kind of clay. And then it looks like they probably coated it in some sort of resin or something to keep it, you know, water safe or whatever. Yeah, it's a Santa Claus brooch, and it's signed right there on the side, and it says 99, but it's about rubbed off unless it says 94, but I don't think it's that old. I mean, I don't think, yeah, 91, 94, 99, something like that, it looks like. He does look surprised. He's like, it's Christmas already? Oh, my goodness. Broken watch. These go in watch lots, and my intentions are to list them on eBay. I used to have these as a little girl. You go to Walmart and you get one of those little dress-up jewelry sets, and they're always like this little plastic things with those little plastic connectors. I used to have a ton of that kind of stuff. My daughter did too. This is acrylic beads. It's vintage. It's got a nice spring ring closure on it, a larger one. Black and white. So off of this, I mean, I don't think this is in good enough shape to really sell, and there's fabric or something in it, but I do like the spring ring off of it, so I'll probably take that off. These are just thin little plastic long 3 strands. You know, your typical Mardi Gras beads. Now this is pretty. It's actually still in good wearable condition. It's on a leather cord and has blue and green, light blue and green stones on there. Acrylic stones. But to me, because I have so many other things that I can sell that are more valuable, something like this usually ends up, I just cut this off right here and I use it and either throw the leather cord away, or I find something else to attach to the leather cord that I have, like a component that I already have. Bonus hairs. So we got some acrylic heart beads here. Again, probably little girls' jewelry. We got a wrap leather bracelet that, yeah, this little part hooks into the little holes there, and it's studded all the way around. That's still wearable. Let's see. Acrylic beads. These are vintage. They have this weird flat box clasp on them with the hook. Let's see. That one don't want to come. I don't want to break it necessarily, but has these are even plastic. Yeah, that one's cheapy. Definitely cheapy. These are those little, where they take those little tiles and they put some kind of graphic on them and make their own necklace. This one is one of those with those little circles like this, which I believe someone told me they're like purse charms or something. They hook on to that, or either they came with shirts where they hooked on the buttons. I think that might have been what those are. Stretchy wooden bracelet, so I'll put that in a bead lot. Acrylic beads, I'll put in a bead lot. Nothing shocking has come out of here besides Santa's face so far. He looked pretty shocked. Let's pull this out and set it over here. But I knew that this one didn't look that great, but I was just so happy that they even had any jars. Most of the time they tell me, oh yeah, we had some, but you know, it's competitive to get them. Just a silver tone bangle, and I usually miss out on them. This one's a nice costume Nugget style chain. I mean, it's in like brand new, looks like it's never been worn condition. It's not signed anything, but I have sold a bracelet just like this, and you know, it has that real high shiny 24 karat gold. And on Poshmark I sold a bracelet like that, but it was wider, chunky. So I would still probably put this in one of my mystery jewelry jars that I sell on Etsy. Test it anyway. Yes, definitely. Some wooden beads here. They look kind of like sandalwood beads. Sometimes, you know, those will have like essential oils on them. Oh no, this has inlay of stone. Looks like a rose quartz and maybe cherry quartz or whatever that are inlaid right there. I can tell that they are stone. It's just on a gold tone. It's just some costume piece, but a lot of times I take and break those and pop those loose, and then I can wrap those stones myself. I've done that too. And then this is weird. This is clay. Now that's cute. I don't think I would use that as jewelry, but that'll definitely be a cute piece to put on a wind charm. It's like stamped into some clay, almost like how a fossil would be. And I like that. So that's a good craft piece. Let me move this all over this little bowl. And then we'll try the second one and see what's in the second one. So probably my favorite thing out of there was the one that had the stones in it. And that gold necklace was nice enough, like I said, to put in some of my jewelry jars. I think this is, yeah, this is a broken piece off of a necklace that just fell on my keyboard. And the next one. See, and they're nice too. They just put a little bit of saran wrap on there. They don't do all that heavy taping. That heavy taping sometimes is so hard to get off. This one has kind of that Brighton style. It's a bracelet. Let me see if I can unhook it so that I can get it untangled. So it has the leather cord and the little silver tone ends like that. And then it has a heart lock lobster claw that connects them together. But it feels as if something was there because there's like, looks like a loop that used to be there and it's broke off. But I could clip that and file that down, and then it would still be wearable to put in one of my jewelry jars because it still is pretty. We have a weird feather hair clip thingy. Oh, that's okay, Kathleen. We understand. Just a silver tone double feather with some little beads there. It's a necklace. It's a bit tangled in this little bracelet. I was trying to see if it had any sort of tag on it. Nope, no tag. I do have to detangle it. There we go. What is this? This one says Hope and has just the tiniest little feather in front of the little Hope pendant. It's not signed either. Just all silver tone and gold tone. Here's the double feather. And those little charms like that, yeah. That's what I'll use those for as well. Crafting. Let's see about this one. This one might be Goldfield and vintage. And so badly tangled. That's probably why they didn't pay any attention to it. I'm going to say Goldfield until I can read the little tag. There is the tiniest little pearl, it looks like, on it. Looks like this right now. I'm trying to get that loose. But it would be nice if it was gold. Yeah, that's right, Cindy, on the dream catcher. And then throw on like some little howlite and dyed coral, you know, to give it emphasize on that Southwestern Native American style look. I think I made it worse. It wasn't that bad. Let me just see if what the clasp says. Yeah, 1/20th 12 karat GB is on there. The mark. The pearl's real. It's just a teensy little pearl on the dainty little gold-filled necklace, but that's nice. That's a nice thing to put in one of my jewelry jars. Because honestly, selling that little necklace by itself, I just don't know. Those little things that aren't just the wow pieces may take a while to sell. Yep. And then the rest of it is just other chains. So I'm just going to set those over to the side to detangle later. Things like this, these little pieces, this little leaf, I'll use those on little charms. It's just on a gold tone. This one looks more silver toned. Some glass bead stretchy necklaces. Little silver tone bow. Does it have a little rhinestone or something? No, just a little bow. Let's see what else comes out of here. So there's a couple of these acrylic beaded bracelets. A Hello Kitty plastic beaded bracelet. A Frozen plastic hair clip. Hair barrettes. Yeah, this is definitely child's jewelry there. A little plastic bracelet. Now, these feel nice and heavy and are vintage. Unfortunately, oh, they are very heavy. Fortunately, one of them's disconnected. Let's see. But they still have a good coating, I think, on them. This one needs to be connected back, and then it has that nice box clasp. So this one needs to go back in there and be tightened up. Now I can see a little bit of verdigris forming on those connectors. So honestly, you'd probably, yeah, this one's going to need some TLC and to be redone. But it's a triple strand heavy glass bead vintage necklace. That would have been really pretty. It could be saved by the right person that wants to restring those and get new connector parts for them. These are acrylic beads. Now these is what I get happy about when I find nice glass beads. These are all glass. You got your faceted sparkly beads, and then you've got your molded little art glass beads and stuff. All those, I'm just going to take it apart and use all those. And those are beautiful. I keep so much of that. Just some more plastic beads for craft. Just plain old bangle. Gosh, there's a bunch of those. Faux pearl bracelet with the letter T on there. Ooh, what's this? Oh, somebody made some origami fish earrings, and then they painted it with like gold paint. That is so cute. I think that's neat. Just a plastic earring, little cross piece. Yeah, some of those little components are great. Just more wooden beads there. These are all acrylic too. Little beads. These have some mother of pearl that's got those designs. I have taken acetone and taken that off, and then it leaves a pretty piece of mother of pearl that I can then carve into and stuff like that. And that's how, like, when I made that those cameo necklaces that I've made, that's what I did. And there are some chips. I'm not sure if these are glass or really stone, so I'll have to check those out and see, but that's what I'll do. I'll chop that one up. This one has that I forget who that is, but it's like a CQ or something in cursive. I forget that designer, but it's dirty and needs not to stay that way. This looks like turquoise chips and hematite. You got some gold spacers, but without testing it. Like, there's a chip on that stone right there, and it's still blue on the inside. So, yeah, this one would just have to be checked out, but lots of pretty chips on this one, and it has like a barrel clasp. So that's a lot of usable stone there. And just because that one was chipped, that's why I wouldn't leave it intact and try to sell it. I have no idea. Anybody, what is this? It looks like part of a safety pin that's giant with some chain. So, is it a swing? I don't know what that is. But that'll be fun to think of something for it to be. Let's see. This is a Seiko that's the face is scratched up. It's a men's and it looks 80s to me. Digital and whatever I forget the word you use to describe a regular watch. Seiko SQ. Some of these watches, what I'm finding is that people resell like the diving watches and certain, just look up those numbers and stuff like that. And if there are any of those kind of things, people pay a good bit of money for them, even the vintage ones. But yeah, Seiko, certain brands made, you know, like diving watches, marine watches, or whatever. I'm assuming something magnetic can be changed out on this part. And it goes in there, but that is, whatever it was isn't there, and the rest of it's like a bracelet. A watch apart and make a steampunk mirror. Oh yeah, I do have some cog type things and steampunky charm bead sets or whatever that I've gotten from the craft store over there, and I could do a steampunk one too. This is very faded. It's not vintage. Well, take that back. It's Korea, so maybe 80s. But it's no good. I'm actually just going to throw it in the trash. There's nothing I could do with that one. Nothing at all. Quartz. Just a basic watch with a rubbery stretch band. Make it a swing for an elf on the shelf. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I'm thinking. Something like maybe even one of my teddy bears could swing on there. Or I did find some little birds. So like putting a little faux bird up there too. Something like that would be good. God bless the Bray family. So this was specifically meant for someone. It's a keychain. Timex, vintage Timex. This one screams maybe 60s, 70s to me. Timex watch. Again, it just Timex K-Sale. So I just have to look it up and see if that's anything. But generally what I do is I'm putting lots together to sell as lots unless the thing is just so much by itself when I look it up that I have to sell it by itself. This one's going to go to the chop shop. It has some just acrylic beads and some raggedy leather running through it that's no good anymore. Is this thing? I think this is something from Delta. I've said before, I find a lot of Delta Airlines stuff because, you know, we're not far from the Atlanta airport. And so I find a lot of stuff. That's what it looks like. It looks like the little fin on the airplane. And I'll drop something. I was trying to see if I'd find the other origami earring. Here's the matching bracelet that's going in the trash. There's LEI, which when I used to shop at Goodies, when they still had a Goodies around here, LEI, they made denim and stuff. But Kohl's still carry it, but yeah, that's where I would find that brand. In clothing. Oh, I think I got some peridot chips. Yeah, I think I got some peridot chips here. Those are nice and pretty green. You got your closure here, but then you also had something else going on right there. Not sure, unless that was a bracelet originally, and then this part was supposed to be a necklace, but these will go to be, redesigned into a new piece of jewelry. That's what those will do. Yeah, I used to really like them when I could still wear those sizes. I don't think they even go up to the sizes I wear now. So, another little girl's play plastic necklace. No sterling, though. I wish I had found some sterling. These will be used on the little mirrors and crafts. They have AB rhinestones in the center of those enameled flowers. I love those to be used for craft. Those are pretty. Okay. So you've got a little crystal here, crystal point thing. Then you have those that hang down below it, but there is wear to the metal components. But something like this I could definitely use too on those kind of things. And I can just spray paint or, the silver over to cover up the copper that's showing through, or I can either, I guess, maybe take the silver off and have it copper. But that's probably what I'll do with that, because I like that. I like the way it lays. Exactly. Switzerland. Never heard of this brand of watch. It's called Exactly. It's got a genuine leather band, and it says Switzerland, and it's Swiss made at the bottom. So, but it's called Exactly. I guess it keeps time exactly. But Swiss is good watch, and it has even a detail of some kind of little stone or something in the little wind up. But yeah, it's not working anymore. No, when I wind it, it's not overwound. It just is not doing anything. That'll be interesting to learn about that one. A couple more pieces down in here. This says LKC. It's a stick pin. And it looks like you can change those initials out because they slide around on there. This has sunglass beads and stuff on it. And I hate with a passion infinity or the invisible wire necklaces like this. I hate the illusion wire. I hate them. So I always chop them up because I think they're just the worst idea ever. Hey, Patsy. Here's another one. Oh, no, this one's possibly like a little vintage one. Has a fold over clasp, even with two little rhinestones on it. The silver tone has darkened, the rhinestones themselves, all prong set, and there's no dead rhinestones on it, but I'd still probably end up using it for craft because it's just some of that, like what I call prom jewelry. You buy it to wear one night with your dress and throw it away or whatever. Little hair clippy, some loose little resin beads or plastic beads. Little heart that says sister, and USA Olympic pin. There is a little locket in here, and then there's like 4 little silver tone beads. Let's see if there's anything to this locket or if it's just cheapy. It's very worn on the back side. I'm not seeing, gold field or markings or anything, but it does have a cute little etching, like a design in the front right there. So, yeah, I could repaint that just to use it as a component for craft. Salvageable. Which ones are salvageable? Oh, you're talking about The wire ones just stop in to show support. My sweet April. Well, thank you, Patricia. I appreciate it. I know that's what I have to do sometimes too. I just have to pop in, say hello, and go on, or just sit in the background listening while I'm working. Exactly, watches look to be considered vintage and run $50 and lower. Okay. Well, that's cool. Thanks, Jay. And then all I have left is that little mess of knots that I've got to get out. But yeah, that's what I do. That's to give y'all an idea of like how I look at jewelry, what I'm looking for when I'm at your auction and I'm hunting craft stuff, and bits and pieces. Those are the, like flat pieces with floral details, or figural pieces with rhinestones and stuff on it, even if it's broken, like a stretchy bracelet with little components on it, worked really, really good. And yeah, that's everything that I did have set over here. If you missed the front of it, I found that little perfume jar that needs a stopper, and I had found the little teddy bear to hold like either business cards or reminder cards, or I have these inspiration squares that I can put in there, stuff like that, just to look at. And I had showed all my craft stuff that I got from the craft store. I found in one of the broken jewelries a Gruen watch, 925 sterling. Oh wow. That's awesome, Lena. Yeah, I got lucky and bought a couple of months ago a huge what was left over from estate sales. I went to this lady's to her and went to the estate sale, and she had done multiple estate sales, and all the jewelry that didn't sell during those estate sales, she had brought them to that one. And I just made her a big offer. I think I paid like a little over $100, maybe 125 or something like that, and walked off with like a huge box of stuff. I went through it and I found 2 sterling silver watches. I found 14 karat gold. I found so much stuff. I love when people just say, here, this is what I've got left. Take it. And they don't really look at it. You find a lot of great stuff. Hey, Barbie. Thank you. These are my new glasses. These are my new, they got the little cat eye and they're in that blue color that I like. And then I got a pair of sunglasses that are yellow that are prescription. I put the links together. I don't know anything about Tissot. I don't think I've seen that one pop up out of a jar for me. Yeah, I didn't make a video on all of that stuff. I don't come on here as much as I used to. I'm trying to. I want to get back to setting my camera up over there with at my workbench and crafting things away. I've got to make some things, and I've got things that I've made. Do y'all want to see some of the mirrors that I've made, or like the little sun charm, wind chime type deals that I've been working on? If y'all want to see some of those things, I can make videos on how to do those if anybody's actually interested on how to do those. And then I've got those aprons that I sold, and I've got to make some of those. I thought about going ahead and making some of those to put in my booth this weekend too. You want to see all the mirrors, Casey? Okay, give me just a second and I'll have to step over there and go get the box of them. Okay, I will. I'll go grab them. Uh-oh, I knocked something over. I've got them in this box already. All right. Oh, I can always see that one. So this is the one I've got to, well, I'm actually going to have to do, those might not work. Huh. There's one of them. That's the last one I've made so far. So I just use those little jewelry components and adhere them to this. And then I usually go on there with gold leaf pins, either in silver or gold. I haven't done one in copper yet. I have used pink. To sew is expensive. The sterling silver watches that I found, I forgot the name of them. I've got them in my purse actually, but I didn't even know about them either. Here's one. My daughter did this one. She did a couple, like two of the ones, I think, 2 or 3 of the ones in here. And then she went on this side, did a lot of the silver. And she's the one that got me to doing that. Like I started putting little things in the little hole too. I told her to make sure, you know, as long as it's comfortable to grip the mirror, then it'd be fine. Here's one here where we went a little crazy with the pink. It's like a hot pink. We use those paint pens. And I put the pearls around there. I used one of those components from that Betsy Johnson necklace that I had bought. And then it was missing the crystal there. So I had another crystal like that, a heart one, and we put that in there. We did our version of a Chanel mirror. We used the gold leafing on there, and I had a pair of these that were missing a couple of rhinestones, so she repaired and put the rhinestones back in there. And that's what I told her. I said, I think these are like imitation Chanel clip-ons. So I told her, I said, go with the pearls and make sure it's in black and gold and stuff like that. And I really love it. If this one doesn't sell, I think this will be the one that I'd want to keep. And I have another one that I can make pretty similar to this one, because we still have another one of those, and I know we have another one of these, and we have some more pearls, but I don't have any more of the rhinestones that go on the sides, because that was a pair of clip-on earrings too that we used. Thank you, Lena. I appreciate that. And let's see. Got a couple, about 3 more in here. This one has the peacock, and then you've got some mother of pearl inlay on that. This was a clip-on earring that I used. This was a brooch there, and this was a necklace that needed to repair itself. It hinges together at certain points. It has joints, and it was the little part of it was broke back there, so I just went ahead and used it for this. See, sometimes like on this one, I don't know, I might need to go back and do some detailing on that side, but I didn't put any gold on that side. Then I felt like this was like, here's your hippie flower child mirror right here. Because, I mean, it was green, and some of them were green. And it's just an odd color to really, I guess, work with. So I was like, what's going to go with that? There was no way you were going to turn that into something romantic or vintage inspired. So I went crazy wild with the flowers and butterflies and stuff on that one. And then I got some good compliments off of Instagram on this one too. A girl I went to school with, she really liked this one. She liked the dragonfly. So you have that beautiful dragonfly. And then this is some mother of pearl inlay on that as well. And maybe onyx. I don't know. I didn't ever test it. But these were clip-on earrings too. And faux pearls. And I used a silver accent, silver leaf on that one. And I used a piece of chain, a really nice detailed chain. Those makes me think like dragon scales or something, but I thought it was cool. And she said, oh, I love the dragonfly one. back on big screen now. But yeah, these are the ones I've gotten made so far, and I sold 2 of them. Let's see, I still have one over here for someone. She's bought it, but she hasn't got her order yet. This one was in that baby blue kind of color, and I used that kind of tealy green blue color. Used a necklace component on that. This was a brooch. You know, these were necklace components too. Did the gold accent. I even used some gemstones on this one. I put a little bit of, because these came off of some earrings. So I don't know if that's like aventurine, probably. But I put one there and one there on that. So that one sold. And then I sold another one that was black that had a brass tone, flowers and roses and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I love that too. I mean, when I did it, I always ask Casey what he thinks, and I said, "Doesn't that give you like Maleficent vibes or something?" I said that's what it made me think of. So that one, yeah, that one seemed to be a favorite too. So those are the ones I've gotten made for this weekend. This one's going to have to go back in because the milk glass beads on this one's not, they're not staying like everything else. Everything else has stuck really well with the E6000 because that's what I'm using. But these milk glass beads are popping loose. And if that's the case, I may have to remove them and put something else in place of them. And I'm going to go get one of the little corkscrew style sun charm that I've made, and I, instead of all 4 of them, because I know they're heavy, I'll try to get one of them and show you those. So they were at Goodwill, and I couldn't go that day. I can't remember. I think I was working on something. And they were FaceTiming me so I could see something on the shelf, and I saw these little spiral things in a box of 4 of them that were in there. And I said, grab those. I can do something with those. And it even came with like 4 sections of chain this long to hang them from. These little corkscrew type things. What these are, they're anchors for like tents or, you know, whatever you have to anchor down into the ground. And they even have like a pretty iridescent, like green and pink kind of color to them. And I just took and ran some string through there, beaded it. And then I had picked up these knives on a clearance from Kroger. And I liked them because they had the hammered bottoms. And then I wrapped them with some copper wire and made some loops to attach them to. And that's what these look like. They do make a little bit of sound when the beads hit the corkscrew part, but they really pick up, you know, the light and stuff when they hit the glass beads. And I make different ones. I've got one out there that I made for myself. It's more like I used a piece of driftwood, and I did a bunch of strands coming down, kind of like a curtain or veil sort of thing. Thanks, Jay. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to do probably same on these, about 15 or maybe 20, you know, somewhere right in there for these 2. And these were fun to do, but I just play around with different styles. I've got a bunch of teapots that I'm going to make the teapots where they hang from the handle, and the crystals pour out the spout and stuff like that. Things I've seen on like Pinterest and stuff, ideas that I got to do that. And got some tumbled stones that'll be ready by Friday too, that I've had in my tumbler for like a month, because you know it takes a week for each stage of tumble. So they'll be nice and shiny and smooth by Friday. So I'm going to get those out and go through them, pick the ones I want to make jewelry with, and the other ones I'm going to just put in some kind of little tray and probably offer them for, depending on the stone, you know, $2, $3, $5 a piece or something like that. And those will be in my booth as well. So yeah, I appreciate y'all looking, and I appreciate your compliments and stuff on. I'm glad y'all think these are nice, because I'm always like questioning, is this stuff that'll sell for me? Will this be cool enough that people will be interested in it and things like that? Not quite the same as just selling the jewelry already made and everything. But I appreciate y'all joining me and watching all my thrift haul and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see y'all on the next video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I do craft auctions once a month with Cindy Loves Jewelry. Hit that thumbs up if you can, if you haven't already. Always click the bell so you can get notified when I do go live, because I am very inconsistent about when I go live. It's just whenever I have a chance to go live. And you might also find me again soon, doing other type of videos, the Craft With Me series and stuff like that I do. So y'all have a good evening, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys.